So within the next couple of minutes, the solar eclipse will be taking effect, at least in my region. And, it's been kind of a wake-up call for me, cause in my old ways of negativity and always thinking pessimistically and thinking everything's gonna end, I got to see how other people have fed that same kind of fear, on the news and magazines and here and there on Facebook and, all social media, just spreading all these rumors that it's, the end of the world, the apocalypse and all that. And I used to be sucked into all that. And, I'm really thankful that, now I realize that even if it was, there's nothing I can do about it. So there's no point of sitting around and crying or woe is me or it's that time, it's that time. But it's thanks because I have a lot of friends and I have a lot of family that I've seen kind of like still dealing with this stuff. And, solar eclipses, as far as man is concerned, man has recorded solar eclipses since 5,000 years ago. So you're talking, biblical times. And as far as, science goes, there has been eclipses as much as there has been a planet. So listen, I don't know. I mean, literally in the next 10 minutes, I guess, the sun could blow up or we could blow up or something. I don't know, but there's nothing I can do about it. I'm literally sitting in a graveyard right now. It's usually where I go to hang out, make these audios or read books because it's quiet. All the people that live in the graveyard are usually pretty quiet themselves. So if it is the apocalypse by Christian standards, then I guess I'll know because all these people will start raising out of their graves. So, but I understand the fear. I understand the superstition of it because even while I'm making this and saying this, I'm thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, am I prepared? Oh, am I ready? Where would I go if something bad happened in the next couple minutes? I have no answers. There's nowhere I can get to. There's nothing I can do about it. I just feel bad because I don't pity people or anything like that. I just feel bad because I try to convince people, hey, I was talking to my neighbor before I left today and she was like, oh, I'm just going to stay inside the house, and see what happens. And it's like, it's a beautiful 60-degree day, 65-degree day. I mean, if the world was going to end, today would be the day to do it because it finally got above 50 in Massachusetts. But it's a beautiful day. And I don't even have glasses. I'm not going to look at the sun. I've seen a solar eclipse when I was a kid. I actually hang out with the sun a lot and, I call her mother and, I call her mother because without her, none of us will be here. So, I mean, I believe in a God, a creator and all, but, I do believe anybody that plays down the significance of what the sun does is moronic, including church folks or just regular folks. Because nothing would be possible without her. So we should always keep that in mind. But I'm not going to look up. The reason I'm making this audio really is because, a couple of kids that are in my life, I talk to all them and they're all scared of it because they've seen all this stuff on TikTok, which, I've already said should be gone, but they see it on TikTok, they see it on, Facebook, they see it on YouTube, whatever they see it, they see all these horrible, all this apocalypse. And I even went on TikTok just to see what it was like, and it's ridiculous. Like if you put in hashtag eclipse, it's like 90% the world's gonna end stories. You would think that if all these people were worried about the end of the world, they wouldn't be making TikTok videos. But, so I see all these kids and they're scared of it. They should be scared of it. I remember when I was a kid, I was all excited about this, and the school did a big thing. They had a telescope and all that stuff. I mean, nowadays schools don't do that because whatever, it's not on the budget, I guess. But people shouldn't be scared of this. This is a beautiful celestial event that happens maybe once a lifetime. This is something that the universe has been doing before we were even walking around. This is a gift from whatever you want to call it. It's a gift from God. It's a gift from the universe. It's a gift from your inner self. It's a gift from your atheism. It's just a gift. It's a gift from science, whatever you want to call it. It's a gift. It's just as much as a gift as looking at flowers or a bumblebee. It's just as much as a gift as breathing life. If you were lucky enough to find yourself some of those glasses and you look up, yeah, it's only going to last a couple minutes and all you're going to see is a big black dot in front of all the bright dot and that's it. But you've got to see it. You could say that, here I am 40 years later saying I saw it when I was 8 or 9 years old. And I remember it. I still remember it that day. I remember all the excitement. I remember all the anticipation and all that. But we don't have that anymore. Instead, now we've replaced that with fear. We've replaced excitement and curiosity and beauty with fear. And that's sad. That's sad, because there will be other beautiful things that will happen naturally, and we will drive that off with fear as well. And superstition. Let me add to that, superstition, because that's the problem, is that superstition is what drives the fear the most. Because it starts off as one Christian making it's in the apocalypse TikTok video, and then some other guy takes his TikTok video and breaks off the Christianity part, but brings in some other conspiracy nut thing. I'm not blaming all the Christians, I'm just saying that, like, yeah, it's superstition, it's all these superstitions that have been going around for the last, whatever, 1,000, 10,000 years, you know. No matter how far we are technologically advanced or anything, we are still living in the cave. We are still, you know, worried about our wives' tales and still worried about, you know, tossing a penny over our shoulder or whatever it may be. My mother was very superstitious. I grew up very superstitious, but I definitely admit and I agree that there are certain powers that you are not supposed to mess with in this world. But they're like bumblebees. If you don't mess with them, they won't mess with you. But as far as superstitions go about not looking at an eclipse or being fearful of things that they're given to us. It's literally given to us. It's just scary. And it's sad because a lot of people will take days like this for granted. Like I did with almost everything in my life. And I'm so thankful that I've been given an opportunity to experience some of those things that I did take for granted. I don't know. Just a slow rant. But it is about fear, and I'm always telling anybody that listens knows that I talk about fear and how we have to overcome it. And everybody will tell you, hey, you gotta love yourself, you gotta love others and all that. But until you can get the fear out of you, none of that's even gonna really work. Because you'll always be afraid and fearful of that person that you love leaving or not loving you. Fear is hell. To live in fear is to live in hell. I spent a long time in the lion's den. I think whatever it is, because I don't know. I couldn't give you an answer if I tried. I couldn't tell you if it's a Bible God or any kind of religious textbook, God, or just the universe. I don't know. But I think whatever it is, if it was me, maybe it was myself that finally just got sick of it, then I thank myself. And I will be unconditionally thankful for the rest of whatever time I have remaining here. And when that time's up, I'll be thankful for the next chapter, even if it's another place of torment. Enjoy the little things in life, even the ones that, especially the ones that aren't very little, because you may, like I said, it's just a big black dot going from a big bright dot, but understand the dynamics of what is happening in our galaxy as I'm making this audio. Can't tell me there isn't a master plan. I love you all. Walk in light, drop fear.